The presynaptic neuron is the neuron that fires the neurotransmitter because action potential is entering its axon terminal. This is the neuron on the left. The postsynaptic neuron is the one that receives the message, and this is the neuron that is on the right. The axon is the part of the neuron that carries information away from the cell body. It is the green wire at the end of the neuron. The axon terminal is the knob-like structure at the end of an axon. It is the bushel of green wire at the end of the axon. Dendrites are the branching extensions that receive the messages and conduct the impulses towards the body. It is the green wire poking out of the soma. Dendritic spines are the small protrusions from a neuron's dendrite. They are the red specks on the dendrites. The soma, or cell body, is the part of the cell that contains the nucleus. This is the pink part of the neuron. The nucleus directs the manufacturing of substances that neurons need for growth and maintenance. This is the blue part inside the soma. The myelin sheath is the neuron that protects the axon. It is the cut-up straws in the neuron. The vestibules are located at the end of the neuron and are responsible for sending the signals to other neurons. They are the white circles on the axon terminals. The chemical substances that are stored in very tiny sacs within the vestibules are called the neurotransmitters. They are outside the vestibules in this model, so it is seen. It is the green. The nodes of Ranvier are the gap between the myelin sheath and are the wire poking out of the straws. The synapse is the space between the neuron. The synaptic vessel is the part that surrounds the neurotransmitters. They are outside the vestibule in this model, so it is seen. It is the orange.
Action potential is the brief wave of positive electrical charge that travels down the axon, or the sequence of shifts in electrical charge of a neuron. Depolarization is the incoming impulse raises the neuron's voltage and opens the ion channels. The positive charge is outside the cell and the negative charge is inside the cell. Resting potential is the resting state of a neuron when it is not transmitting information. The postsynaptic neuron is currently experiencing this because it has yet to receive the message. All or none principle is when the electrical impulse reaches a certain level of intensity that it fires and moves all the way down the axon. Reputake is when the message is received and the neurotransmitters are released from the receptor sites and absorbed into the terminal buttons of the spending neurons. Absolute refractory period is the recovery time during which another stimulus given to the neuron will not lead to a second action potential.